Hello everyone, I'm your host of Hancock Rising, Elijah Lawler, and today I'm here with Thomas Moore, the owner of the depot. Thomas, can you tell us a little bit about the depot and how long you've had it here?
Absolutely. We bought it pre-COVID, early 2020. Took about 2.5 years to build with me and my partner, Ronnie Riggs and Brad Parton. Been open almost 5 years now, 4.5 years, and it's been a fun run.
Awesome. So I'm here today because it's Wet Tenderloin week, and I'm excited to see what you guys got. So do you recommend a side with that, or?
Oh, I tell you what, the Wet Tenderloin is by far one of the most popular items this week, but it can't beat our fries. I highly recommend with the French fries.
Awesome. I can't wait to get in there and try it. So thank you for letting us come here and film today.
Absolutely. Have fun.
Here. Thanks. See this?
Hello everyone, we're inside now and I'm joined by Charlie from Organic Robot Designs. Thank you so much for joining me, Charlie.
You bet.
Can you give us a little bit of rundown on what inspired you to start this week and what it's become over the course of 3 years?
Sure. I've always heard the story, being local from around here, the Wet Tenderloin and the restaurants all serve it around here, but when you go outside of the county, nobody knows what it is. But I was interested in the history, and this is a slow time of year for a lot of businesses. So 3 years ago, I just decided to declare it Wet Tenderloin Week, and I partnered with a couple businesses, Depot being one of the first ones, first year, and we made it Wet Tenderloin Week all week long, and I just took off from there. It just blew up. We had phone calls coming in from all over the place, and everybody talking about it. And one of the places saying they had people lined up at the door at 11 o'clock when they opened, and they were all ordering Wet Tenderloins. So it was really kind of cool experience. So we kept it going. This is the third year now.
Awesome. So, and then the history of it is just that it was made in the early 1900s. And, sort of Hancock County, and it's specific to Hancock County too, right? So
it was invented right here in the Hancock County. I know other places have similar things, but in Hancock County, there's a place down on the
we have one right now.
Ah,
so there we go.
Yep, there we go. That's
thank you.
Wet Tenderloin goodness there. And so there's a little place right there downtown on Main Street called Fair's Lunch, and it was. Right there where Ella June's boutique is now, and at that time in the early 1900s, it was a men's only establishment. Only men could come in there and eat, and then they had pool tables in the back, but the women were in the basement cooking. So the rumor has it, the story goes that somebody ordered a tenderloin, and they yelled down they wanted something on the side or whatever, and whoever was down in the cooking in the basement thought they said gravy, and so they set this tenderloin up with gravy on it, and the person loved it, and then they talked about it, and other people started ordering it, and that's when the Wet Tenderloin is born. Also, rumor has it that in the mid 1900s, he trademarked the name Wet Tenderloin because some of the restaurants down the street were serving the Wet Tenderloin and didn't want that to happen. So he trademarked the name Wet Tenderloin, and that's why at the bowling alley was Zaza Zuper instead of Wet Tenderloin, and which ended up moving over to Dave's, which Dave's Express Car Wash is probably the closest descendant to the original Wet Tenderloin that's here in Hancock County.
Yeah, I had theirs yesterday. It was like dipped in gravy, like just engulfed in gravy. I'm excited to try the Depot's today.
The Depot's got a really great Wet Tenderloin here.
Yeah, and you have Organic Robot Designs, and you've been doing the Wet Tenderloin for the last 3 years. Are there any future plans? Or are you just hoping to get more restaurants involved with it, or?
No, really, we have 8 restaurants involved this year, and we have 4 other businesses that are offering Wet Tenderloin experiences in their specialty. Like we have the Wooden Bear that's doing beer pairings for the Wet Tenderloin, and Three Bears Bakery right over here that she did Wet Tenderloin macaroons.
Yeah.
Macaroons look like tenderloins, and it's amazing. You got to check it out. And we've got some other businesses joined in this year, but yeah, we want to keep it a local thing. You know, it's just kind of. I'd like to. There's a couple other places that haven't joined in yet. I'd like to get them on board, but other than that, no Wet Tenderloin Queen or parade or anything like that.
Well, I think that you said there's 8 restaurants involved right now as far as serving. I think that's a lot. You wouldn't think, but that's a lot to try in one week. It might be tenderloined out at the end of this week.
Well, just an idea to, I mean, you don't have to do them during the week. Most of them serve the Wet Tenderloins all the time. You can just learn about them and see what their Wet Tenderloin looks like, and you can try it out anytime. And also we've got a couple other things this week going on. We've got a speed eating contest.
Oh, wow.
You got to sign up for that. We're doing it at the Farm to Fairway down there at the Hawk's Tail. And we've got 13 people, I think, signed up now. Yeah. We're all going to have Wet Tenderloin. We're going to see who can eat it fastest, bun and tenderloin and all. It's going to be.
We'll have to let the people on Hancock Rising, if you want to see me do the speed eating contest on camera, you're going to have to comment and say yes, because otherwise I'm not going to do it. So I think we're both going to try the tenderloin. We give it a rating. And so
I've been eating Wet Tenderloins all the last week or so, filming stuff for Wet Tenderloin Week. So,
all right, I'm gonna cut it in half, or I'm gonna give it a shot. We'll just go.
The Depot's got a really nice Wet Tenderloin. They've been involved 3 years in Wet Tenderloin Week, and they've got a nice gravy, a nice thick tenderloin. It's not like super big and fat and dried up, and it's nice and juicy and thick. Yeah, get it in the beard. You got to experience it. You're going to experience it right. You got to get it in the beard there.
That's a damn good tenderloin. That's good.
It is. So, it's crunchy. It's juicy, and got that gravy to help it go down.
You're gonna need extra napkins to finish this thing. That is a good tenderloin.
Yep. There's a great one. We've got some really great ones all around. We've got all over the county. We've got up in Fortville,
Broadway Diner.
Broadway Diner there. Adam's got some really good twist on the tenderloin. They serve it open face, but they also have a Wet Tenderloin Manhattan, which has mashed potatoes on top, and it's open face, and you eat it.
That's something that I'm gonna have to go. Beef Manhattans are my favorite dinner to have, so I gotta go get that.
Check that out. That's at the Broadway Diner there in Fortville. The New Pal pub there. They've got a Wet Tenderloin down there that we're going to be highlighting later in the week, and we've got here in town Dave's, which you talked about, Dave's Express Car Wash, and then Smash Midwest Burgers there on Courthouse Plaza. They have a tenderloin all the time, and they made it wet during this week, and they have a mushroom gravy on it with Swiss, really good stuff. Costa's Mexican restaurant has a tenderloin. And they came up with a Wet Tenderloin this week, and it's really good too. And I eat it with hot sauce on it. Yeah, really good.
You know, I have to say, when doing the introduction, Thomas was saying how the fries were really good. I just gotta say, I've had them before. I just ate one. It refreshed my memory. In Hancock County, these are the best fries you can get. You can't beat them over here at the Depot. They're wonderful. There's no debate about it.
Oh yeah, they're great.
They're great. If you come here, get a cheeseburger, get a Wet Tenderloin or anything, you got to get fries.
Their smash burgers are awesome here too.
Yep. So, well, I think that was a great tenderloin. I'm not going to really rip into it on camera too much, but I think it was amazing. Charlie, this goes till the end of the week, but also even after that, people are still selling serving Wet Tenderloin. So
some of the ones there's. A couple of them just did it for this week, Acosta's and Smash Burgers, but they both said if people want them later on, they'll serve them. So.
And you said there's a group people can go to follow along, right, with?
So if you go to Organic Robot Designs on Facebook, we have an event there. That's Wet Tenderloin Week 2026, and we're posting 5 or 6 videos a day showing different places with wet tenderloins, telling you about the history. We've got prizes. We've got, you've seen that where you put they hide around the cash around Indy, the first person?
Yeah.
We're doing the same thing with the coupon. You find the coupon, we're doing 2 a day. After 5 o'clock, we're posting those online. First one to find the coupon gets the prize. Yet last night was a depot here. It's hidden right outside in Depot Street Park, and the winner got a $25 gift card to Depot. So we're going to be doing 2 of those tonight. So check out that event page on Facebook under Organic Robot Designs and Wet Tenderloin Week 2026.
Awesome. Make sure you guys go follow that and follow along. This is a really cool event. I love it. Okay. So I just tried the Wet Tenderloin at the Depot. 5 out of 5 stars. It was amazing.
It's great. It's a great one.
You guys have to come down here and try this when you get the chance, and try. The Depot has so much other food you need to try too. So thank you everyone for following along with this, and go to Organic Robot Designs for more information about Wet Tenderloin Week. Who doesn't love tenderloins, and why wouldn't you want to give wet tenderloins a shot? And if you're in Hancock County and you didn't know about them, I've lived here since I was a kid. I didn't know about them, so go give them a try. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you, Charlie, for joining me.
Thanks, Elijah.